Well, I just picked S0542 because I woke, what's it now, it's 5:20 and I've listened to it through. It's only about a quarter of an hour, 14 minutes or so. And I just picked a number you would say in secular fashion at random. I just wanted to check some of my past recordings. I took the number out of the air, so to speak. I mean, ideally, I hope God just breathed it into me. 542. S0542. And you do well to listen to it. It's not meant to be a criticism, it's meant to be an independent evaluation from my point of view, which I hope to goodness is of the goodness of God, simply that. And I don't know it is, I just trust it to be, hope. And it's in earnest, it's not to destroy or harm, because all religions are an incredible blessing to so many people, it seems, all the major religions. Depends on the heart of the person in the religion. If they're in earnest, they long for God, well, quite honestly, you can't go wrong. The love of God is the earnestness in wanting to love. And it's in you because He loves you to bits. And you're His child. So what I'm saying here is you can pick a number at the minute, S in front, and then any number from 4 zeros up to, I don't know, whatever number we're up to now. I think we're up to about 1170 nearly. And there'll be a few spaces, one or two I didn't publish. Not because I didn't think they were inspired, but because, well, I was concerned for someone. It might have mentioned them by name and they might not have liked it. They might not have wanted to be public in that way. And I didn't want to over-edit, but, it destroys the fabric of the delivery. So I may have held a few back. So there's one or two numbers that you just won't come up. You'll come up with something else, but you'll come up with another list of numbers, and you grab whichever one or whichever title you think grabs you. Which is a very casual way of saying, look, you're going to trust God to lead you every step of the way, because you're His child and He loves you. It's as simple as that. It's not a complex theology, but it's a wonderful blessing to live by. I don't mean you go on some random walk. You have purpose. The purpose is according to your values. And it's about your values too. That somehow you come into a wonderful harmony with God, such that we can be in heaven forever and be nothing but blessing to all. How lovely. And I can't quite conceive of the detail, to say the least. But I trust that God can. Our God is an awesome God. More than awesome, He loves you to bits. He loves us to bits. He loves all His creation, because He made it. Well, He may have done, and I assume that's the case. And I assume He loves it to bits. Wonderful God. Simply wonderful, lovely, perfect God, overwhelmingly wonderful company, love and kindness and creativity, goodness, everything in the book, you know the list. Joy, peace, hope, assurance, wisdom and understanding, sensitivity, creativity, every blessing. So I'm just saying, it can be, of course, if you've got some purpose in mind, especially if you want to record yourself, that's just wonderful. It won't be spectacular necessarily to begin with, although God so often comes to the rescue and makes it wonderful. When you start to see how He's making your efforts wonderful, well, the love of His presence will just pour through you. Bless you. And you are blessed. You're a child of God, heir of salvation, life eternal, in other words. Joy, unspeakable joy, full of glory, just standing in thy presence, O Lord. Not just standing, we commune at table. You know, we have fellowship eternally. Loves us. Just loves us. His kids. His reason for eternally living. For the joy of being with us. And us with Him and each other. Forever. Life eternal. Very simple hope, isn't it? Why am I filled with such hope? Because we're children of God, of course. That's who we are. By His grace and His loveliness and His goodness. Our Dad. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. So, remember, it's good policy. I mean, I'm just, at this 5:30 in the morning now. And I've just taken a recording at random, the world would say. And it can be such a blessing. I don't mean the recording's perfect in some way. It's a blessing. By the grace of God, that's what's so lovely about it. And there may be one or two that perhaps aren't. Well, perhaps I've left those out for the right reasons. And perhaps one day I'll be able to record those, to publish those as well. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got something like, I think I've published 3,000 now. I know the S numbers don't go to that, but there's numbers before that I published. Yeah. By date and by... one day I'll rationalise them and have them all just by numbers so you can access them easily. But you don't need all. Quite honestly, 3 or 4 would just be more than enough. It's like the hologram, you just fill in the gaps. It just follows beautifully in your own time. It's not a dependence on me. Of course. I'm just hoping to be a blessing. And if I wasn't a blessing to anyone, it's been such a blessing to me recording them. Such an incredible blessing to me. The loveliest pastime I could think of for my life. Isn't that strange? And I've been married and happily married with several ladies, one at a time of course, but you know what I mean, for years and years and years. But now I have the opportunity for a dedication to God, and I've taken it with all my heart, hands on. Your presence is heaven to me. Love you, Dad. And you can do the same, of course. May you want to. May you find this longing in you. My soul longs for you. My soul longs for you. Nothing else will do, Father. Nothing else will do. My soul longs for you. So you can be in love. Literally, in love with your heavenly Dad. And enter into my joy, as Jesus would say. But my joy may be complete. That's the Bodhisattva approach, really. You know, the Buddhist who can't really enjoy heaven without knowing God's going to have everyone else in heaven too. Except they don't apparently believe in God. What a sad poverty to be in. Oh, no wonder they end up meditating forever. What a shame. Such good intentions. Still, I trust God knows all about that and knows exactly how to bless them accordingly. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.